How's it, everyone? Today I'll be reviewing another WrestleMania. Of course, the WrestleMania I'll be reviewing today will be WrestleMania 12. This show took place back in March of 1996. And without further ado, let's jump into the review of the show. It opened up with a six-man tag team match: Vader, Owen, Hart, and the British Bulldog taking on Yokozuna, Ahmed Johnson, and Jake the Snake Roberts. It was actually a fun opener here. Almost everyone got their stuff in. Yokozuna and Vader went at it quite a lot in this match because they were the big focal point of the match because, Yokozuna turned his back on Jim Cornette, and, that pretty much what led to this match. Owen Hart looked good as always. British Bulldog didn't really do much. He was kind of just there. But, what he did do, he looked good. Ahmed Johnson, looked really athletic in this match, showed off his athleticism and, looked good in the match. And, Jake the Snake didn't really do much either, besides, pretty much hit the DDT and take the pinfall. But it was a fun opener. Like I said, Jake the Snake hit the DDT on Owen Hart. But of course, the referee was distracted because everyone was brawling on the outside, which would lead to Jim Cornette getting involved. And Jake the Snake tried to DDT Jim Cornette, and then Vader ended up hitting him and then hitting him with a Vader bomb for the 1-2-3 victory. So this was a fun opener. Everyone pretty much got their stuff in, and it was a good way to kick off WrestleMania, and I enjoyed the match. And then next we go on to the first of many of the entertaining Hollywood Backlot Brawl segments. Of course, Roddy Piper versus Goldust, which was just, like I said, just highly entertaining. This is one of the highlights of WrestleMania. Of course, this show will always be remembered for the main event, but this was probably the most entertaining portion of the entire show, in my opinion. Of course, starting off with Piper starting off in the backlot, waiting for Goldust to come out. Goldust pulls up in a golden Cadillac, and then Piper just ends up beating the holy hell out of Goldust, spraying him with a water hose, or fire hose, sorry. And then just hitting him with a baseball bat, destroying the car, just beating the holy hell out of Goldust. And of course, Goldust ended up hitting him and giving him a blow, and ended up running him over with the golden Cadillac, driving off. And of course, Piper got into a Bronco or some kind of truck-like car, and then that truck-like car into some kind of truck, and this Joe Watt chasing him, and you'd pretty much see the progression of that throughout the rest of the show, which was really cool, I thought. So that was a great segment there. And then we're going to Stone Cold Steve Austin being accompanied by the $1 Million Man versus Savio Vega. This was a good match here. Austin played a great heel role, and Austin really he sold a lot. Like the way he was selling was just absolutely great. I thought Austin really showed off his wrestling skills as well, because not many people know this, but before the neck injury happened, or many people may not. I mean, people may know it, but people don't really talk about how great of a wrestler Stone Cold was until the neck injury, which made him turn into of course, a brawler he ends up, being known for. But he showed off his skills here, and he looked great, I thought. And I thought him and Savio Vega put on a pretty solid match here. Nothing really too much to talk about. Even the announcers or the commentators, Vince and Jerry Lawler, really didn't pay attention because during the match they got a phone call from Piper, who was chasing Goldust, pretty much just telling him how he's chasing him down. And they actually had a aerial footage of a helicopter following Piper in the air. So they really didn't focus on the match. They pretty much focused on the progression of Piper and Goldust. But this match, it was good, but nothing really significant to come out of it. Austin, like I said, playing the great heel, slowly picking apart Savio Vega's body parts. And of course, the $1 Million Man got involved, which led to the finish of Stone Cold hitting him with the $1 Million title. Hit him on the back of the head with the $1 Million title on the outside. Looked pretty vicious as well. And then, end up putting him in a sleeper. I think they wanted it to be, they played it off as a $1 Million Dream, but it looked more like a sleeper hold because he didn't actually hook under his arm and put him in it. He just kind of put him more of a sleeper. And of course, the referee ended up ringing for the bell because Savio Vega passed out. So it was a good match, but just, nothing really worthy of mentioning. From there on, we go to the Ultimate Warrior versus Hunter Hearst Helmsley. All you need to know about this match was that Triple H, or Hunter Hearst Helmsley, attacked Ultimate Warrior from the get-go, hit a pedigree. Warrior no-sold the pedigree. Hits pedigree, stands up immediately, hits him with a few clotheslines, hits him with a shoulder tackle, hits him with the gorilla press, 1, 2, 3, and the gorilla press, and then the slam, or the splash, sorry, and then 1, 2, 3, Ultimate Warrior pretty much buries Triple H in a matter of a minute. So that was just, it was an entertaining squash, but just nothing really worthy of mentioning there. From there, I'm going to go to the Undertaker versus Diesel, which was a good match. It was kind of lengthy, but it was good. It started off real hot, I thought. Both guys really just going at it from the get-go, not really holding back, just going full speed and actually putting on a very, solid match from the get-go. But of course, the match just got slow. Probably after a couple minutes, it turned slow, and really nothing really happened. It was kind of a boring match after that. Kevin Nash did the jackknife powerbomb on Undertaker, and then pretty much, walked around the ring for a minute before, trying to go for the pin. But then Undertaker did, of course, the sit up. Ended up getting another jackknife powerbomb on Undertaker, walked around the ring for another minute, went for the pinfall, but Undertaker grabbed him for the choke slam, and then Diesel just, kind of fought out of it. But, besides that hot start of the match, nothing really happened, but it was still good for what it was. Undertaker, of course, beating Diesel with the Tombstone Piledriver for the win, and which was a good match. Diesel's been not known for having the greatest matches in the world, but this is probably one of his most notable matches that were good, that I enjoyed. But, yeah, it was good for what it was, but, like I said, it had a hot start, but then it just progressed into a pretty slow and boring match, in my opinion. But, what are you going to do? From after that, we go, and, of course, we have Goldust and Piper returning back to the arena. Piper chasing Goldust into the ring, and they have a nice little brawl for about 5 minutes. Goldust actually getting some hits in, so it actually became pretty physical and pretty even for the most part. I didn't. Goldust kissed Piper, and then like a minute later, Piper kissed Goldust, which I thought was just weird. Like, I understand the whole Goldust gimmick and everything, but I just, at the time, or watching it, it's kind of like, man, it's getting weird watching this thing. Kind of made me uncomfortable, to be honest, a little bit. But, Piper ended up beating the holy hell out of him, ended up stripping him of his clothes, and that was that. So, the parking lot brawl, or the backlot brawl, wasn't even a match. It was just segments throughout the show, which is actually really entertaining. So, like I said, probably the most entertaining bits throughout the show was the Piper and Goldust brawl, and the aerial footage, and the police chase and everything. That was really good stuff there, and that was really innovative of them to do. So great stuff from Goldust and Piper throughout the show. And then of course we go to the main event, which was the 60-minute Iron Man match for the WWF Championship. Bret the Hitman Hart versus Shawn Michaels. Of course, this being the classic match, arguably the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. I personally think it's the second one. I think Shawn Michaels and Undertaker from WrestleMania 25 is the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. But this is a classic, but this match is not for everyone. Honestly, this is a match where I'd recommend you watching it once, and if you watch it twice, or ever watch it again, it's up to you, to be perfectly honest, because this match is just, it's all about patience, and if you don't have a whole lot of patience, then you're probably not gonna like this match, because it's 60 minutes of them doing nothing. Well, they're doing stuff, but like no pinfalls happen. Nothing really exciting happens in the match. The last 20 minutes picks up and turns into really good stuff, but for the most part, it's just slow, and not saying it's a bad match by any means. These guys, put on a phenomenal match. But like I said, it's all patience, and I'm not saying it's a match that's boring because nothing happened in that 60 minutes. They didn't, just because they weren't pinning back and forth. I'm not saying that, because I've seen a lot of matches go an hour time limit, which were just phenomenal. But it was just, they planned the match and it went perfectly. They even said it that, everything they planned out prior to the match worked out perfectly. Like the match, planned out flawlessly. And, it's just, I don't know. It's just, to me, it's a match where I can watch it once, and I honestly don't have to watch it again, because it's just, like I said, it's all about patience, and I don't have whole lot of it. So, but it doesn't take away how much of a classic it is, because it is the classic match. Like I said, this match will always be the match that brings people to WrestleMania 12. But when you think of WrestleMania 12, you think of what? The Iron Man match. So that will always be synonymous with WrestleMania 12, the Iron Man match. And of course, the match going to a draw, and then, end up going to sudden death with Shawn Michaels hitting a super kick for the win to win the championship. The boyhood dream has come true! Shawn Michaels. It's an amazing match, but like I said, it's something, honestly, where you can just watch it once, and that's all you need to do, really, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, that'll do it for WrestleMania 12, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. WrestleMania 12, I thought was a great show overall. It's just, and like I said, a lot of people think it's a one-match show, the main event, but the opener was fun. The backlot brawl segments with Piper and Goldust throughout the show were really, really fun. Austin and Savio Vega was a good match. Warrior and Triple H squash was actually a fun squash. Undertaker and Diesel was good for what it was. And the main event, of course, was classic. So I thought it was a great WrestleMania. I thought it was a great show. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until my next video, I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching the video.